to you. He is proving to be a surprise contender. A new ABC Washington Post poll shows presidential candidate Mike Huckabee on the Republican side gaining ground in Iowa. He is now in a virtual dead heat with frontrunner Mitt Romney. It is a different story nationwide. An average of national polls by RealClearPolitics.com shows Rudy Giuliani leading all other Republicans with 28%. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton still has a commanding lead with 42%, Barack Obama at 23%, and Senator John Edwards at 12%. Joining us now, Democratic strategist Kirsten Powers, and from D.C., Republican strategist Ann Trenolone with the Independent Women's Forum. Welcome to both of you.
Good to be here.
All right.
Thank you.
So, Ann, taking a look at those Republican numbers, Mike Huckabee is surging in Iowa. Does Rudy Giuliani need to be worried about that?
I think Huckabee has to prove that he's more than just a one-trick pony, because Iowa is only one of 50 states. And he's an appealing candidate. Everybody loves an underdog. They'd like to see somebody do well with limited resources. But I'm not sure that doing well in Iowa is expandable to the entire nation. Does he have a broad enough appeal?
Iowa has propelled a lot of dark horses, including Bill Clinton, to the presidency, hasn't it?
Right, but that's on the Democratic side, which I think is a different formula than the Republican side. So if you look at it, Huckabee's just not that well known across the nation, and some of his positions on immigration, the fact that he has raised taxes, people take issue with that, and your base in the Republican Party is looking at that.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on the Democratic side with Kirsten. Hillary Clinton used to have a commanding lead. Barack Obama has been tightening that up some, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking about in Iowa. She's still leading the national polls, but things have changed a little bit in Iowa. Barack Obama is now ahead of her by a few points. Granted, it's within the margin of error, but it's noteworthy that he's moved up, and I think that this was probably a long time coming, that the race is going to tighten up a little bit more. He
has the better campaign organization.
He has a very strong Iowa organization. That's true, and there's been a lot of comment on the fact that her organization is not as strong, though I suspect there are other things at play here. The question is whether or not it's a trend or what's going to happen, but it's been very tight there between the Edwards, Clinton, Obama. It's going to move around a lot. It's going to change a lot between now and Election Day.
And now, Kirsten, comes word from Barack Obama himself that Oprah Winfrey is going to be campaigning for him. Now Oprah, that amounts to saying, hey, you don't need to vote for a woman, the first, real serious female contender for president. You don't need to vote for Hillary Clinton. Is that going to work?
Well, Oprah's very popular with women, not just black women. White women are very, very, very popular, and she occupies an area in our popular culture where I don't think there's anybody else that's quite like her. And the fact that she's going to go beyond just talking about him on her show, go beyond just saying that she supports him, she's going to go out and talk to people. That's pretty powerful.
And back to the Republican race now. If Mike Huckabee were to win, I guess the Giuliani campaign would not win Iowa, I'm talking about. The Giuliani campaign would not be all that upset. They're not banking on winning Iowa. Mitt Romney, on the other hand, that would be a real problem for his people, right?
I think that would be a hit for Romney because he spent a lot of money there. But it could be that Huckabee's got kind of an everyman appeal that Romney doesn't quite have. He is a bit stiff. He doesn't have that appeal that Huckabee has as far as the average Joe, and that's selling well in Iowa, even with limited resources.
It is going to be a fun campaign season to watch, and we're, 6 weeks away tomorrow from the Iowa caucuses, right?
That is about correct.
Trenolone and Kirsten, thank you both.
Thank you.
Parents